Hey guys, welcome to Thursday, April 9th. Today is an A day, and your quote for today is, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, I'll always get up after I fall. And whether I run, walk, or have to crawl, I'll set my goals and achieve them all." So your agenda today: DLP, independent reading for 20 minutes, vocabulary, read aloud, mini lesson, and independent work time. You'll notice that today we are going to do a mini lesson on your 2 body paragraphs for your essay. You have no assignments on Friday. It's Easter break. Monday is no assignments for Easter break as well. And then Tuesday is a planning day for teachers, so you will have no assignments. So you do have a work day on Wednesday. Just know that we are going to be doing our counterclaim on Thursday, and the following week your essay is due. So make sure that you're doing each part as we go. The next part is your DLP. It's in Google Forms, and then there's a quick video right here that you can click on, and it helps you get through it. Independent reading, 20 minutes. You have a vocabulary quiz today, so make sure that you practice on Quizlet before you take your quiz. You have read aloud right here, or you can go under virtual read aloud. Your comprehension question is on forms under the virtual learning assignments. And again, today I've put your DLP, your vocab quiz, and your comprehension question all in one assignment. That way they're all there for you to get at once. So we are going to be talking about a different part of the argument essay rubric. We're going to be talking about the first body paragraph for your reasons and evidence, and your second body paragraph for reasons and evidence. So today is the same thing. Good writers convey a sense of urgency around their writing work. So one way that you can do that is by creating body paragraphs that showcase your evidence and get the audience to believe in your claim. So good writers create a topic sentence that show what their claim is. Good writers give their first piece of evidence, and good writers explain how that evidence supports their reason. So we're going to be looking at this step by step. So the first thing I want you to look at is that you should have a topic sentence and a transition to get into your evidence. Logical and emotional evidence, your quotes, statistics, facts from the articles, things like that. You're going to state your reason and then start talking about your evidence. Then you're going to tell me why that evidence supports your claim. Like, why is it important to you? The same thing goes, exactly the same for your second body paragraph. So your checklist for creating a body paragraph. The first one is write the first topic sentence. One reason I think. Number 2 is give the first piece of evidence. Number 3, explain how that evidence supports your reason. Number 4, give another piece of evidence. Number 5, explain how that evidence supports your reason. Number 6 is give and explain another piece of evidence. And then you want to end your paragraph by referring back to your claim and the reason why you believe that. So let's break it down. The first thing that we're going to look at is write the first topic sentence. So one reason I think, if you enjoy reading all types of books, then you are probably aware that some people worry about the content of books and feel that they should ban books that have inappropriate content. One reason I believe that we should not ban books from libraries and schools is because it infringes on our rights from the Constitution. So that's my topic sentence. One reason I think, so there's my reason. So everything about my reason, my evidence is going to talk about that. So give the first piece of evidence. For example, our First Amendment right allows us the freedom of censorship. It states in the article, the First Amendment in schools censorship. Censorship is particularly harmful in the schools because it prevents youngsters with inquiring minds from exploring the world, seeking truth and reason, and stretching their intellectual capacities. You'll notice that I did not have my cited source because I cited it up here with telling the name of the article. The third thing is explain how that evidence supports your reason. So, when certain books are banned because of content, we don't allow students to explore the unknown. We hinder their spirits to find what they don't know yet. Students should be given the opportunity to read things that may open their doors. They have the right to do so. Number 4, give another piece of evidence. This article also states that most censorship comes from parents who don't approve of the language or ideas that are different from their own views. You'll notice that I do have my cited evidence. Number 5, explain how that evidence supports your reason. When you are banning books from libraries and schools because of a handful of parents, you are infringing on the rights of the other parents and their children. Why should we ban literature that teaches many things because of a couple of parents? Why would we take something away from students that do have the opportunity to learn from its contents? And then number 6 is give your final piece of evidence and explanation. In addition, it states that it is very high that school officials who rely on these principles and refuse to censor something with educational value would not be ordered by a court of law to do so. It is very apparent that school officials have the rights to keep what they believe has educational value. They can ultimately make the decision to keep something that parents would like banned if it allows students to have inquiring minds and stretching their intellectual capacities. And then I cited my source. Now, end your body paragraph referring back to your claim and your reason. I believe that banning books from libraries and schools infringes on the rights that we are given by the Constitution, and it should not be happening. So I talked about infringing on our constitutional rights. I'm telling you my claim. And then my whole, and I know it looks like a lot, but everything that I just did is this right here all together. So you can actually see it together. So once you break it down, it's a lot easier. So if you enjoy reading all types of books, then you are probably aware that some people worry about the content of books and feel that they should ban books that have inappropriate content. One reason I believe that we should not ban books from libraries and schools is because it infringes on our rights from the Constitution. Our First Amendment right allows us the freedom of censorship. It states in the article, the First Amendment in schools censorship. Censorship is particularly harmful in schools because it prevents youngsters with inquiring minds from exploring the world, seeking truth and reason, stretching their intellectual capacities. When certain books are banned because of content, we don't allow students to explore the unknown. We hinder their spirits to find what they don't know yet. Students should be given the opportunity to read things that may open doors. They have the right to do so. This article also states that most censorship comes from parents who don't approve of the language or ideas that are different from their own views. NCAC 2019. When you are banning books from libraries and schools because of a handful of parents, you are infringing on the rights of the other parents and their children. Why should we ban literature that teaches many things because of a couple of parents? Why would we take something away from students that do have the opportunity to learn from its contents? In addition, it states that it's very high that school officials who rely on these principles and refuse to censor something with educational value would not be ordered by a court of law to do so. It is very apparent that school officials have the right to keep what they believe has educational value. They can ultimately make the decision to keep something that parents would like to ban if it allows students to have inquiring minds and stretching their intellectual capacities. I believe that banning books from libraries and schools infringes on our rights that we are given by the Constitution, and it should not be happening. So if you think about it, this is a big paragraph, but it's a whole bunch of little things that we went through and we did together. So if you're doing each of those steps in the checklist, your paragraph should be awesome. Okay, so today for your independent work time, you're going to go into Google Classroom. This is where you will write your paper. You need to have 2 body paragraphs. Write each of your body paragraphs. Make sure that you have at least 3 pieces of evidence to support your reason, and then use the checklist provided in the slides to help. You also have access to the rubric. Overall, your DLP needs to be done. Take your vocabulary quiz. Listen to the read aloud and answer the question. Write your 2 body paragraphs, 3 pieces of evidence to support your reason, and follow the rubric, and then independent reading. My office hours today are from 8 to 9:30 and 12 to 1:30. I will have no office hours on Friday, April 10th, or Tuesday, April 14th, due to the holiday. And then Google Meet. Today I'm meeting with D Block at 11, but I wanted to show you guys that we are going to have a calendar for Google Meet. So I have D Block at 11 to 11:30 today. And then next week, Wednesday, I will have A Block from 1 to 1:30, C Block on Thursday, and D Block on Friday. So be looking for that. And remember, it's just voluntary, so if you don't want to come, you don't have to. The next thing I want to show you, though, is Classroom. So if you are going to Classroom, you will notice that you have this 2020 argument essay assignments. Underneath that, you have your introduction. Then you have your argument essay body paragraphs. This is where you need to put your assignments. I will be grading them from there. Okay? You'll also notice that down here is Thursday, April 6th assignments, DLP, vocabulary. These will all be available to you starting at 7:30. Okay, so make sure that your argument essay assignments is where you are putting your assignments, because that is where I will be grading them. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Just know that over the weekend and the 4-day break, I do have email. So if there's something really important, email me and I will get back to you as soon as I can. If not, enjoy your Friday, Monday, and Tuesday off, and I wish I could see all of your smiling faces and know that I miss you lots and hope to see you guys soon.